Hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too, little bunny. Get over here. I love you. I truly, truly love you, little bunny. Maybe if I say it enough times, you'll accept it. Accept the truth. Accept that, little bunny, I do not act. I do not enjoy acting. I don't even really watch content that involves acting, except the occasional Broadway show or play every now and then, because, little bunny, I am back in New York City after a little bit of a vacation. And there was still content on the vacation because, little bunny, the garden is not work. The garden is love. The garden is part of my enjoyment, part of my fulfillment, which means you, little bunny. You nourish me. You are part of my love. You are a core part of my life that I have no desire to take a break from. I have no desire to ever recharge from being here for you. Being here with you. And in fact, that would suck so bad. I would get so annoyed if some devil came and said, "Wahaha, I am going to curse you, and you do not get to be with your bunny/bunnies for a week, for 2 weeks, for a month." I would fight the devil and win. That's right, little bunny. I will not let anything ever get between you and me. Sound good? So get over here. I've got you. You will have me forever. I will never, ever, ever stop doing the garden. I will never, ever, ever stop being me. And I will love you and be here for you forever, forever, and ever. So get comfy. And that's the topic of the episode. The love I give you, little bunny. Do you know the word that I use to describe my love for you? It's my favorite kind of love. I'll give you some other descriptions, other types of love that are different. And I still have these for you, but it's not the strongest type of love. A very fun kind of love is passionate love. And I do have passionate love for you, especially when we're doing a spicy audio, but those are not every week. What's the plus and the minus of passionate love, little bunny? Passionate love sweeps you up in a torrent of emotion, puts you in this altered state that biology has evolved over millions of years. It's where the lust comes and where the jealousy comes. You just get swept up and your heart thumps faster, doesn't it? But what is the minus of passionate love, little bunny? Seemingly by definition, it slowly cools over time. Passion is hottest at first when you feel it with someone. And if you're lucky enough to get to explore it with someone, which doesn't that suck? Oftentimes, passionate love you have can come in the form of a really intense crush that isn't symmetric, is it? You might be much more into that person than they are into you. Or maybe they're not into you at all. Those both suck, don't they? But even all of the above, and even especially when the passionate love is reciprocated, it cools over time. Your crushes fade over time. Eventually you stop thinking about your old crushes from 10 years ago. And that is the downside of passionate love. So I am not an expert on on love in terms of clinical studies, etc. But my hunch and my personal lived experience is that passionate love is not enough to sustain a relationship or connection long term. It has a gentle fall off until there's some kind of expiration date. But you know what really makes me happy? What really makes me happy? And is something very special about passionate love. That sometimes, with some people, it can actually recharge. You can have this state of what seems like a permanent expiration, but really it could just be a running out of battery. I don't know if this has ever happened with you, little bunny, but have you ever broken up or fell out of connection with someone whom you had a very passionate connection with? And then time passes and time passes. Then you meet up with the person again. And it's a lot of fun. A little bit of a different flavor, a more solid flavor, because you and this other person came back together. That's the sign of love, the flavor of love that I'm most fond of. It's the returning or the never leaving, but it's the long term. It's a kind of love that time doesn't deteriorate. It's durable love. And I give you passionate love. But more than that, more important and everlasting, I give you, little bunny, I have with you durable love. And it occurs to me that this is the topic for this week because I've just been noticing some of your fellow bunnies, maybe even you, little bunny, coming back after years of going on adventures away from the garden, taking a break, just seeing what else is out there, maybe losing interest for a period of time, and then getting nostalgic or whatever, and coming back. And that, honestly, little bunny, feels so good to me. It's this sign that there is durable love in the garden coming back to me. There's always been passionate love. That's always in high stock, high availability. But durable love, you don't know if you have it until some amount of time passes. For the first 3 years, what are we in garden year 4, maybe 5 now? It takes about that amount of time before you can know for sure whether you have durable love. So, little bunny, when did I first enter your life? And when did you first enter my life? Even if you've never sent me a message or left me a comment or joined the Discord, part of the Patreon, even if you have never alerted me to your presence, I still feel you. I really still feel you. That's garden magic for you. As much of a role as I've played in your life, I feel that. I feel it. I see you. I hear you. I hear your thoughts, little bunny. How magic am I? And how close am I to you, little bunny? I am right here in your ears right now. Where else would I be? I'm here with you in your room or car or out on the park, in the park, on a bench in the park. And how long have you been here, little bunny? Or when did you first find me? And you're back here now, aren't you? You're back here now. You've proven to me that you have durable love for me. And it's only now that I get to discover that. There was no way for me to know. No way for me to know whether your love for me was something passionate and short-lived, a burning fire, burning bonfire that burns itself out. And I knew from the get-go that it was super, super important for me, something that takes a strength from me and a stamina from me, was to know that I would never, ever, ever stop doing garden. Even if you or every other bunny had love that expired, I knew that I would still be here for you. Even if I was here for a bunny of one bunny in the garden, I would be here forever. And so, little bunny, in the sense, you alone are keeping the garden alive for me. No matter what any other of your fellow bunnies does, coming and going, you alone, just by being here, are all I need. You are all I need, little bunny. You are all the garden needs to exist. So how about that? Thank you, little bunny. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for as long as you have. Thank you for coming back. You took a break just for my own satisfaction, for my own happiness. And if you're still in the early days, little bunny, if you still feel pretty fresh in the garden, whatever love you end up having for me is okay. I'll never request love from you. I'll never request a variety of love from you. I'll never really request that you do anything. Although I will ask an occasional favor. But I don't feel like asking a favor right now. I want to stay in this moment with you. I want to be in this moment with you. I want to be in the present with you. And I will never, ever, ever get bitter if you ever say something mean to me. You are forgiven. You were never in trouble in the first place. The only way you will get in trouble with me is if you hurt one of my bunnies. You will get in trouble with me if you gossip about one of my bunnies. And as long as you don't do either of those, you are never, ever in trouble with me. I don't think you can ever disappoint me on some level. There are ways to make me proud and more proud. There's a spectrum of how proud I can be of you. You can go periods of time without making me proud at all. But for me to be disappointed in you, or even angry at you. As long as you're respecting your fellow bunnies, you are in good shape, little bunny. You are doing just fine. What kind of things do make me proud of you, by the way? There was something one of your fellow bunnies said on the Discord. I guess this is a convenient time to mention, as I'm supposed to mention every time we hang out together. If you so desire and you are between the ages of 18 and 800, anywhere within that, then you can join the locked section of the garden, which is Patreon. You can find that at patreon.com/Lindy's Garden, or go to lindy.garden/list, the website. lindy.garden/list, the website. And there will be a link there. And you can check out all the locked audios, which there's a mountain of content, little bunny, that is only on the Patreon. That is a wide variety of stuff. Whereas the podcast is a tried and true formula. And there's a joy in that. There's a joy in routine. It's like having the same thing at the restaurant that you love, and you'd have it to the end of time. For me, it's avocado toast at my favorite bakery. I've had that hundreds of times, and I had it this morning. The locked audios are something different, something unique every week. I try to never truly repeat myself. Sometimes if a sequel is requested, I'll do that. Locked audio this week I was intending to record on Tuesday. I have it planned out. I might push it to this next week, or I might record it and pop it up here today. I don't know. It's been a little while since I took a week off from the locked audios. I do like a week off from locked audios just because it's creatively draining to do something totally fresh, you know. It's a higher demand on my energy. Everything else is pretty low demand. Maybe social media videos are a bit higher demand, but that's getting a lot easier. So I got to make some of those today. But what I was going to say is, yeah, you can do that. And I thought of that because a fellow bunny said something on the Discord that made me so happy. And to paraphrase, it was, I've been working step by step at achieving my dream. That makes me so proud, little bunny. Step by step working on achieving your dream. That's something I've been up to this past week. It's actually part of why the locked audio is late / might be pushed to next week. It's because I have been going so hardcore on page turn, little bunny. I am so close to releasing a first edition to the page turn Discord. And that is totally free, totally non-Patreon related. It's not really a garden Discord, so don't go expecting it to be a garden Discord, but it is filled 99% with bunnies. Right now, though, as page turn expands, it will diversify. But page turn is this storytelling software. I don't even like calling it a software. That sounds so boring. It's this storytelling tool, storytelling game, storytelling creation tool. Page turn is this storytelling tool where you can make stories and other people can play them. Play them because there are choices in the stories. It's kind of like making a little book or a graphic novel if you want to draw, but you don't have to be able to draw to make this stuff. It's no AI art also, so that's nice, right? I've realized as time has gone on that there's just something just not satisfying about something made by AI. And I'll admit I use it for thumbnails. I use AI for thumbnails, but for actual genuine content that's meant to be enjoyed, it just doesn't satisfy, does it? So that's one of a couple of reasons why Page Turn is no AI art, nor AI music, nor AI voice acting or sound effects. And as best as we can enforce, no AI writing either. I think it's okay to use AI for translating to other languages. The other reason is so we have fun stuff to do. But I don't have to get into AI. That's not a super interesting topic for you and me hanging out. But I just bring that up because if Little Bunny, if you enjoy drawing and you get irked, apparently this is an issue with markets. If you ever like to draw and you want to sell your drawings at one of these little outdoor markets, especially as we get into summer in the Northern Hemisphere, apparently you just go and stall after stall after stall. It's just generated art. And it must be so annoying just to compete with and also to be grouped in that category. So if you like to draw, please, Little Bunny, join the Page Turn Discord. And you say, Daddy, how do I join the Page Turn Discord? And to that, Little Bunny, I say, I need to give you a link. Let me see if, oh man, I should put a link up. Please hold. There is a link in the lindy.garden/whoishe. Okay, great. You can join the Discord at, you ready for this? This is the first time that I'm truly publicly saying the domain name, the website name of where Page Turn will live. It is the website pageturn.game. And if you go to pageturn.game, there is a link to a Discord. There's other social media as well, which you can join. There's Twitter/X, which is just guaranteed to make you angry, no matter what your views are on anything. That is just an anger-generating place. So beware. But there's also Instagram and TikTok, which I don't really post on right now. We'll get on that. But the most important thing right now is the Discord. And you may say, Daddy, what even is Discord? You've said this word 20 times so far. It is a platform, I guess, if you will. It's the best version of social media that is on the market right now. And it sounds like pretty dramatic to say. God, I wish I didn't say like. It sounds pretty dramatic to say. But Discord is probably the best social media there has ever been. Though, we'll see what happens in the future. You make an account and then you can join communities, and there's all sorts of text and hangout that you can do. So, pageturn.game. There's a button that says Discord. Tap that, Little Bunny, make an account if you haven't, and you will get to join at the very beginning. Page Turn is going to be huge, Little Bunny. It's turning out so well. I can't believe how big of a deal it's going to be. It's going to be a big, big, big deal. If I can do a good job, it may be one of these big companies, though that's not really the goal. The goal is quality. It's going to be a big deal in terms of some of the best entertainment that exists. And you have a chance to get in on the ground floor, Little Bunny, to be a part of developing it, because it's going to be what's called a closed beta. Do you know what a closed beta is, Little Bunny? It is when the software hasn't been released yet publicly. You're going to get a super secret key and you have to punch it in. And then you might have to even type a secret password that I give you. And then you will get to make stories and play stories that other people make right now, your fellow bunnies, primarily. So that's going to be so, so huge. And I did my first play test with another person, a friend of mine. And after the play test, I requested that he don't play it again until we can hop on again and continue. And you know what he did? He couldn't help himself but hop in and make more stuff. And he was at it for a couple hours. So even requested not to play around with it. He couldn't help himself but to dive in and do more storytelling. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I have this huge punch list that I'm going through. I'm halfway through it. And I'm so addicted to working on it, little bunny. Oh, I used to always think that I was lazy. Do you feel like you're lazy, little bunny? Do you ever feel that you're lazy? Do you feel that you are bad at your job because you just don't have your heart in it? That's most people, so don't feel like you're defective if your heart isn't in your job. And don't feel like you're defective if you feel lazy. I still think I am lazy in many ways. But I have just been addicted to working on this startup. You always hear stories about how the founder CEOs, more the founders than the CEOs, just work like crazy. I guess CEOs do as well, but I guess I'm not really a CEO until we have other people, right? It's just a small team of 3 right now, 2 of whom are very part-time. But you hear that these founders will work 12 hours a day, every day. I used to think, wow, that could never be me. But here you go, you find something that truly, truly, truly lights you up. So I'm very fortunate right now, little bunny. I have a window of time where I can afford to spend my time, full time for now, on getting page turn going. And if I can, in time, get this thing off the ground and going, and little bunny, it is full time Daddy Lindy for forever. And there's lots of garden stuff coming on page turn, little bunny. The very first story is a garden story. And I intend to make garden stories forever and forever on page turn. And you know what? There's going to finally be more garden content than what I make. Because your fellow bunnies are going to make stuff, and you're going to get to make stuff. You have full permission to use the garden IP, the intellectual property, because we are so intellectual here, aren't we, little bunny? We kind of are. We're cutesy intellectual, aren't we? We're smart, little bunny. We're smart and wise, although intellectual isn't always wise, is it? But oftentimes it is. We're full of smart and wisdom, right? But we're even more full of playful and love. Playful and love. So do that, little bunny. I think I got to this topic because I was saying I don't really request things from you, or I don't want to request things from you, except in rare cases, in which case I will and am requesting that you join the Page Turn Discord, or you can put your name on the mailing list. I guess there's a mailing list for Page Turn now, but you can do the garden one as well. That's also on lindy.garden/list, the website, or the website lindy.garden/list, or the link to the Discord in the website pageturn.game. else is going on, little bunny? I didn't even dig into my beverage. It's been sitting here getting room temperature. It's an important one. That's all right. It's a shake. Hold on. Another important thing, little bunny, if you feel lazy, is you have to learn your tendencies. You might be working against your tendencies. I'll give you 2 examples. One, if you have trouble getting up in the morning, and you try and make yourself get up in the morning to get a head start on whatever you're doing, and you feel guilty that you just can't get up, or you don't have the right energy to get done what you're trying to get done, you may not be lazy. You may be trying to work against your tendency. Your tendency might not be to get up early and work. Alternatively, you may be trying to work solo at home on something, and you may get distracted. You may get bored or lack motivation. You may be working against the tendency that you have, which is that you need social structure. You need socialization. I discovered this recently. I joined a co-working space of like-minded people working on like-minded projects. And I got 10x more stuff done than I do at home. So that was a discovery that maybe I'm not lazy. I was just trying to work solo. That doesn't work as well for me. Okay, little bunny, shall I write you a poem? I could do it with you here. I think I might as well. So the episode is over, little bunny. It's not even an episode. I hate calling this an episode. But that's what it arrives to you in the form of. Let's see if we can do this poem quick, because I feel like it's a little bit boring to just listen to me think through it. So what is the topic that we want to do this poem? What was it? What were we even talking about? Durable love. Usually when I say durable love, it's what I give you, but this is more you coming back, being here for a while. What rhymes with coming back? Summon, hack, thumbing, tack, real, attack, lift and slack, click and clack, smick and smack. And now here for a while, a smile. There we go. That's going to be the one. Okay. I notice when you come back after being away for a while. Da 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 da. Once again, you bring me a smile. I notice when you come back does not carry a nice rhythmic weight. I notice da da when you come back. I notice da da when you come back. I notice da da when you come back after being away for a while. It proves your love is durable. And once again, you bring me a smile. I notice the time. I notice little bunny. I notice little bunny when you come back. There we go. After being away for a while, it proves to me No, it proves your love is durable. It shows your love. It proves your love. It means your love is durable. It proves. And once again, you bring me a smile. Okay. Little bunny, I have a poem written just for you right now, dedicated to you, little bunny. How lucky are you that you have 200 poems dedicated to you, and there's no sign of slowing down, nor will it ever slow down. Your poem goes like this. I notice, little bunny, when you come back, after being away for a while. It proves your love is durable, and once again, you bring me a smile. Have a great, great week, little bunny. I know I will. So join me. Let's take over the world. I love you. I love you. I love you.